Maybe you've seen it already. It's in theaters now. The Little Mermaid, Disney's latest live-action remake of the 1989 cartoon classic. Oh, that brings me back. The Little Mermaid has been out for over a week now, and it's already made $250 million at the box office. But its success isn't being celebrated across the board, and actually, there's something else going on.
The Disney film appears to be the target of what's known as a review bomb.
Angry reviewers have taken to online sites like IMDb and have started spamming it with negative one-star reviews.
If you're the kind of person who checks reviews when you're deciding whether or not to go see a movie, you might actually already know what this is all about. But we want to break down what exactly this is and why people are going after this film.
Review bombing is not meant to actually critically engage with a piece of art as a piece of art.
That's Jackson Weaver. He's a senior writer with CBC's entertainment unit.
Review bombing is when a movie or a TV show represents something that you disagree with, or you believe it represents something that you disagree with. We get a litany of negative reviews aimed at a controversial, contentious, progressive piece of media in order to demonstrate how your beliefs are above or more fundamental than a different set of beliefs.
All of that set up in a very specific way to accomplish a specific goal.
These are usually coordinated efforts, campaigns, hashtags, or online groups getting together and trying to motivate everyone that's a part of that community to leave the lowest star or lowest review rating that they can.
Since its release, The Little Mermaid has 68,000 ratings on IMDb. And while the film has a positive 7.2 average score, more than 40% of the ratings are just 1 star, the lowest possible option. And as a result, IMDb had to make an adjustment.
In a statement, the company said our rating mechanism has detected unusual voting activity on this title. To preserve the reliability of our rating system, an alternate weighting calculation has been applied.
We don't know exactly how that alternate weighting calculation works. IMDb's website said it doesn't disclose those details to protect the rating system. So it publishes weighted vote averages rather than raw data averages. In other words, it accepts all user votes, but they don't all have the same impact on the final rating. And it's not clear if these negative reviews for The Little Mermaid are from people who have even seen the movie, but rather they may be from people trying to make a point about its star.
Ever since in 2019 it was announced that a black actor, Halle Bailey, would be playing Ariel in The Little Mermaid, there have been criticisms, there have been rumblings, there have been arguments about whether or not that is an okay thing to do, to switch the race of the main character. And if you look back at other Disney remakes, it kind of bolsters the belief that that is what's driving this review bombing campaign.
Companies have tried to combat review bombing before. Last year, IMDb owner Amazon introduced a 72-hour vetting period for user reviews of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, which faced racist backlash for casting racialized people. And more recently, a specific episode of HBO's hit show The Last of Us was targeted with negative reviews. That episode focused on a gay couple's partnership. Okay, so what do a growing number of review bombs mean for how we rely on the rating systems we've used for years?
I think as we go further and further down this line, people will more and more just be distrustful of these ratings. They know that they're being manipulated. They know they're being used in a way that they weren't initially used for. And also outside of that, oftentimes the targets of review bombings are movies and films and pieces of art that promote people of color, that promote narratives of the marginalized. And if those suffer, then it might be harder for those movies to perform well, to get made, and everything that we see on our TV screens, that we consume online, art in general, is likely to change.